Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal
아,
agent's right here, Thornton.
아,
My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean?
미크로폰.
They was you?
체크, 미크로폰 체크.
They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
(2010'dan beri kayıplarmış.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
아, nasıl kırabilirim? Kıramıyorum.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Hı hı. Çok fazla yazı.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Dursa da yüzüne baksam.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Gidemiyorum.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Weapon upgrade mi? Şey çok güzel olmuş. Pause. Pause değil de şey mind break. Mind break mi demiş? Öyle bir şey demiş. O güzel olmuş.
Good to see you still in one
Değişik
piece,
yani.
Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did.
At the murder site. I did not want to. No, you're not getting it. Try explaining it one more.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Çok fazla araştıracak şey var.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Hiç çantayı nereden alıyor? Neyle açıyorum? Buradan mı? Mind Place'miş. En çok basıyor gibime geliyor.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Evet, kayboldum. Hiçbir şey yoksa bunu niye koydun oraya? Bu arada kayboldum gerçekten. This sucks. She said.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Madem FBI'yiz. O zaman her yeri sorgularız. Bu arada kayboldum ben. Gerçekten kayboldum yani. Buradan düz çıkıp sağa devam edeceğiz.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service,
Tersi oradan
ready to get
gelmişim.
this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Welcome back, Anderson.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool.
Abi ne sandın?
Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and
Oyunun başındaki Salim.
stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Nereye koyacağım?
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist
Bağlamış.
from the cargo straps holding him down.
Adamı spanzetle bağlamış. Lojistikçi.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Keep trying.
Dur tamam böyle.
Doesn't make sense.
Niye ya? Ya
Heart
gerçekten
removed
mi?
from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Müge Anlı oyunu yaptılar.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Missing person mı? Ritual murder. Buna gidelim.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Boulder'un Lake'ten geliyormuş.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Tamam bekle. Oyun grafiksel çok güzel gözüküyor ya. Şu an hani
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at
medium'da
the lake?
oynuyorum.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
Bir de RTX falan açık değil. RTX açarsam
Probably
çok
looking
fena
for shelter.
FPS düşüyor.
Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Ağrı
Look at the
çok büyükmüş.
creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout.
Ama ben de kulağımdakini
Written with a typewriter.
grafiksel bir sıkıntı sanıyorum. Kulaklıkmış lan.
Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
Hayda.
The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Hayda. Neler.
Reading the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
Baba geldi.
How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were
Peki
right.
bildirim böyle çıkar mı?
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Hafif ne? Boynunda.
I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert
Bunu
Nightingale.
okudum
Gunman.
gördüm. Bir daha okuma bana.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Her şeyi öğrendik.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about
you made it
control.
back. Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Aa. Görmüştüm orayı.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
Buradan mı gideceğiz?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Bright Falls. Bright Falls. Bright Falls ne? Murder site. Return to Bright Falls. Neresi? Casey nerede lan?
Welcome back, Anderson.
Buradaymış.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Şuraya da bakacağım.
There's another lunchbox.
Az önce oyunu kırdım. Normalde tuşa basıp iniyordu, dümdüz indi.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
O mu kullanıyor? Ha, FBI'lik biz. Ben direkt polis arabasına gittim.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a